All right, my friends, my name is Alfred Montaner, and we are about to begin this video right now. We are gonna do a riding tour, and we're in the area, guys, where yours truly has incredible memories. Turning on this Apollo Ghost scooter, guys, as you see right there. But like I was saying, I have incredible memories in this area, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a riding tour of Hialeah. So, there's a lot to explore here in Hialeah, guys. So we're right now in a location in a park where I actually played a lot of sports, and I was kind of like a park rat. So this is gonna be an incredible tour for me personally, because it's gonna bring back a lot of memories. And I don't know. Let's see what happens, guys. Welcome to Hialeah. So we're gonna go as far as we can go. Show you guys the neighborhood, and I'll tell you some stories along the way that I think are pretty relevant and cool to this area. So I'm on dual mode now, but I'm gonna go in single motor. All right, let's get into Bucky Dent Park. Bucky Dent Park actually opened up when I was growing up, and I hit so many home runs here, guys. See this here? I hit so many home runs here. I was a pretty good athlete, and I actually went to that blue school back there in the backdrop. That's a Jose Marti middle school. So pretty cool story over here. One time there was a softball league that was here, and two major baseball players that you guys might know. For sure, one of them you'll know, which is a gentleman by the name of Jose Canseco. Hit a home run from here, but with a softball, guys. I would hit him with softballs too. Jose Canseco put it over the other house, which was probably the farthest thing. And then I thought that was the hardest I've ever seen. And then Ozzie Canseco came in and hit it even further, which was pretty crazy. So from what it looks like now here, while we're passing through this area, we used to play sports and all that stuff. But one of the good things I want to highlight about Hialeah, which is in Miami-Dade, okay? It's got maybe about 230,000 people that live here. Primarily Hispanic. I would say a good 90% Hispanic, maybe 5% black and 3% white, maybe, if I had to. I mean, we can look at those stats below, but yeah, they are doing COVID testing here. So we're gonna have to get out of here. I mean, even though I already had the Rona, but so they have actually a water park now, which is kind of cool for the residents of this area. So I don't know. Wait for it. Oh no, we're gonna get the Rona. So Bucky Dent Park, like I said. The city of Hialeah is known for having an incredible park system. So we're gonna go ahead and go around, guys. This is kind of like where I grew up as a kid. At some point, we moved around as kids, but if you follow me on Google Maps, I'm on West 60th Street, and what street is that? We'll find out now. Wait for it. Man, this is going to be an interesting. I'm going to definitely get a lot of memories back here. I had friends all that lived around here, guys. Look at this, how crazy. Wow, this is so crazy. Before the park was here, let me see something real quick. I'm just trying to get a little flashback. So we would have friends that we would go down this little area right here. Now you can't go there. But we would cross there so we can go to the back, and we didn't have to jump the fence to come over here to the basketball courts. I remember my first entrepreneur moment right here was, I remember I traded a Walkman for some baseball cards to a friend of mine. He wanted the baseball cards, and he was like, oh, I got a Walkman. And he had just recently got the Walkman. There's the basketball courts. And well, long story short, his parents came knocking on my door, you know, and talk to my parents and say, hey, do you know your son just traded my son for these baseball cards, his brand new $60 Walkman? And for those of you guys that don't know what Walkmans are, guys, maybe a lot of young people are watching, it's essentially kind of like an iPod, but you know, you would put a cassette tape in there and you'd listen to your music. This McDonald's was here at that time. It's always, I mean, it also came in after the fact as well, but all right, so if you're following me on Google Maps, guys, we're on West 24th Avenue and Northwest 82nd Avenue. Hialeah has their own street system, and so does Miami Dade, so you'll see a little bit of both, right? So look at those MRT. Oh my goodness, guys, there's so many memories here. All right, so this is the middle school I went to, and there's the basketball courts. I don't think they're open, guys. I'm filming this on a holiday weekend. I'm sorry, on a long weekend, which is President's Day. You guys remember Baby Fish Killer from best friend of mine that I grew up with? He used to work there. 17 years old, working at Little Caesars, and we would go hound them and eat pizza. Like I said, guys, primarily this area is Hispanic. I would say mostly Cuban. Hialeah is very, very Cuban. So you're gonna kind of get an idea of what Cuban culture is really like down in Hialeah. You will get some of that also in Little Havana, but over here it's much more Cuban, right? So just want to give you guys the vibe. We're gonna go around. I'm gonna kind of give you a little bit of history lesson from what I remember, right? So jokingly, when we grew up in Hialeah, we always jokingly say we made it out. So I made it out, guys. I made it out. Even though I'll tell you, I learned a lot in Hialeah. Lago Grande is an area also where a lot of kids would stay, basically, and people live there. So a lot of friends, live there as well. So let's go around. Now, right now we are kind of like on the west side of Hialeah. This started growing like, I would say maybe after 1996. In the 90s, this started like, you have East and West Hialeah. Right now what we're in what we consider West Hialeah, and then on the opposite direction of which way I'm going now, you got Hialeah Gardens and stuff like that. So it's also more west, right? So, wow, I'm excited about showing you guys this. If you guys don't know, I'm on an Apollo Ghost electric scooter. I got pretty much full charge on this bad boy right now. So I think we can go ahead and show you guys the heart of Hialeah. When you guys see protests and stuff like in the Cuban community, a lot of people in Hialeah will come and they'll go to 12th Avenue and 49th Street. 49th Street is kind of like the most popular road down here. A lot of traffic in Hialeah. It's one of the things that you'll notice. And oh boy, hold on. I want to show you guys some of the neighborhoods over here, because you know what? A lot of, so if somebody is coming from Cuba and they're trying to migrate into this country because they're trying to flee from communism and all that crazy stuff, a lot of them will end up here in Hialeah. Wow, look at this traffic. It's President's Day, dude. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about this also. I'm going to go dual motor too, so I can cross the street real fast. Wait for it. All right. I wonder what the rents are here now. 954-384-4445. These are buildings that you know, this basically these are apartments, right? So it's very dense in this area, guys. So you guys get an idea of what's going on over here in Hialeah. A couple of hospitals close by. We got Palmetto General Hospital. And let me get off and go single motor again. Just want to move around a little bit, show you guys what to expect. For rent, 2-bedroom apartment, 786-548-0561. So you see, this all started. They started building, and wow, a lot of places for rent over here. It looks like a lot of people made it out. They made it out of Hialeah. Wait for it. Hey guys, listen. You guys ever watch that show Survivor? Like, the only 2-time winning person on Survivor lived in Hialeah. I had a girlfriend that used to live over here in this apartment. I'm not looking for her, guys. I'm not looking for her. I just want to show you guys what's going on over here in this area. Wait for it. That's not her. Relax. It's pretty crazy, huh? So this is an area in Miami-Dade that people don't see, you know, like this is Miami, right? This is Hialeah, but when you think of Hialeah and you think of South Florida, you think Miami. So everything is in Miami terms. So when you kind of get a gist of the area you're in, you think Miami, right? It's pretty crazy. Now, when I was growing up, right now on 60th Street, we didn't have access to go to the other side of the Palmetto Expressway. The Palmetto Expressway is going to be now, they actually made an overpass over this street. When I was a kid, we didn't have that option. So we would have to go around. If we wanted to go to the other side of the Palmetto, oh boy, let me go down. Oh boy. Damn. Man, what's up with this? I'm here dodging things. Oh boy, hold on a second. Let me go ahead and look at the. We used to have a video store right here where this school now is. We used to play video Street Fighter. Never forget my friend that was 14 at the time played an 8-year-old, and an 8-year-old beat him in Street Fighter, and he pushed him off the machine. You know who you are. It's not Babyfish Killer, by the way, guys. It wasn't him. It was another monster friend of mine. Yeah, he would be there for hours. And, you know, these kids figured out the trick move, and he's like, "Get off my lawn!" And the little kid went crying home. He was like, "Ah, man, he lost fair and square." There used to be a church here, which is now a hospital. There used to be a church here, a Christian church. And they eventually, I guess, sold the property to this. Now here, just so you guys get a reference point, remember, we're about to go under the Palmetto Expressway. The Palmetto Expressway primarily goes north and south. It also goes east and west as well, but 20th Avenue was kind of like the cutoff. So this overpass was in here. So we would have to go far. We would have to go either to 49th Street, so think about it, or 68th Street. 49th Street that way, 68th Street the opposite way. If you follow me on Google Maps, you'll have an idea. So prior to me living on the side that we just were, I used to live over here. In this side, look at this car. What is it? What is up with this? Cool. As you notice, there's so much. All right, so this is kind of like, I guess, the older section of Hialeah. They used to have a driver's license place over here in the corner, DMV. Joyeria means jewels. So many cool memories here, guys. Like, think about it. So populated in this area. There's about maybe 230,000 people that live in Hialeah. All right, so let me go and, oh shoot, you know what? I got my elementary school. I probably still got records there, guys. I was a pretty good athlete. Just to give you an example, I ran the mile in 5 minutes and 8 seconds in the 6th grade. And then I got fat. Oh my goodness, what happened to me, guys? I'm gonna tell you something. Father Time is undefeated, and the fat mafia is out to get us. I don't know what happened. That was a long story. I think I hurt my knee. That's what it was. I hurt my knee and I became a monster. Cookie Monster, actually. All right, so more kind of like apartments and good stuff, and we're going down avenues now. Oh man, I got some pretty cool stories. Right now, when I show you this school, I'm gonna give you an idea of the transit that I had to take every morning because I wanted to stay in the school. My parents ended up moving to Kendall for a minute. I've had a pretty complicated life, guys, and that's kind of why I'm so adamant at achieving things and finishing things and never giving up, because I've struggled and I've learned a lot of things along the way, you know? So I was about 10 years old. We moved, no, 10 or 11, yeah, 10 or 11. We moved, my brother that's a year older than me, we would attend the same school. And it's right here, a place called Miami Elementary. And if you lived in this area, you would be, your son or daughter would be in this school right here, Miami Elementary right here. So, wow, look at that. They put this building. This building wasn't here when I was a kid. This is where we would run the mile. They would put, 4 times around or 5 times around. My teachers, for those that were watching, maybe went to school, were Mr. Linden and Mrs. Crutchfield. Wow, I'd be very surprised if they're still around. Very surprised. All right, so let me go ahead and show you my missions that I was going to tell you guys about. All right, we're still on single motor. We're on only the first setting. We got 3 different gears, but I'm going to take this a little faster, just a little bit. I'm going to go to the second setting so we can get just a little bit faster, top speed. Wow. So they say if you can make it here, guys, you can make it anywhere, right? If you make it over here in Hialeah. So as a kid, La 29 means 29th Street bus, the 29 bus. This was the bus that I would take to catch the Metro Rail to eventually end up at 11 years old with my brother, that was probably 12, at the southbound station in Miami. So that's Kendall. So we would have to take a bus for about maybe 45 minutes, get to the Metro Rail station, which was the Metro Rail station. That 29th Street bus will leave you right at the Racetrack, which is probably the most popular place in this city, right? The Hialeah Racetrack, and there's a casino there now. It's very pretty, very popular, many years of memories in that area as well. And I'm going to show you an area also before I lived in that other area that I used to transit, and I used to hang out in this area because I was close. Here, back here, guys, you got kids. There was a tennis court back here. I remember there was a tennis court. One day I was walking back here to go. We would cross through the buildings. Let me see what's going on in this building. We would cross back here to go to the street, or back that way back to school, and we would cross all these buildings. But one day we found a big suitcase with, let's just say Pamela Anderson wasn't wearing much at that time. A bunch of magazines. Let's see what's going on here. And long story short, the whole neighborhood, at least all the boys, started hanging out behind the tennis court for a minute until those magazines got a little sticky, and everybody started illing at the same time. Ew, that's disgusting. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm telling you what's going on. Wow, Hialeah, bro. This thing has not changed at all. This thing looks exactly the same thing. Only difference is, like, these buildings were white back in the days. So you would say these are the white buildings. Let me show you guys some crazy things. Wow. Wow, this is really, really crazy. All right, guys. So I'm going a little faster right now, but poof. Wow. Let me see something. I don't really want to say what I'm going to say right now, but I think, whatever. I don't think kids nowadays are dumb enough to do it. So here, oh look, boom, almost got me. All right, oh man, look at it, you can tell, oh shoot. All right, man, let me see if my camera will get it. You see up there's like some cinder blocks. Okay, we would jump on the side of that railing up there, and eventually you jump onto the top, and then on the top of that roof, there's separations of walls, and it looks like a maze. And we would go up there and just chill, and we would hang out here at this park, which is Wild Park. Wild Park actually babysat yours truly for many, many years, guys. I mean, when I say babysat, you know, my parents were cool as long as I was in the parks. Hola, gracias. As long as I was in the parks, they didn't mind. And my dad was always saying, hey, listen, just, you know, I had a beeper, you know. My dad would beat me, and then once he would beat me, I would call him back, and he was cool with it. There used to be a baseball field here, but they took that one off. And it looks like they have a lot of football and stuff like that. So the parks within the Hialeah park system, you'll compete with different parks. Like when we started this video, was Bucky Dent Park. Bucky Dent and Wild were kind of like rivals. I think I got beat up over here one time. The kid was much bigger than me though, you know? That was like my first ass whooping. It used to be a sandbox in here. And yeah, I remember. Kid maybe twice my size, and then he fell on me. And I was like, I can't breathe, bro, I can't breathe. This is not fair, this is not a real fight. Stand up. I just wanted him to stand up so I could just run. Pick my battles, guys. We got Epworth Village over here, which used to be like a retirement home. How cool is this, huh? See, this is kind of nicer, right? And then you have, you guys remember Eckerd's? Eckerd's was obviously bought by Walgreens or CVS, but it used to be Eckerd's a long time ago. And there was a pizza place called here Mazzio's. Sedano's is kind of like a Publix or a shopping grocery store geared towards Hispanics. Family Dollar, you guys know what Family Dollar if you live in the States. And yeah, this place has not changed at all. I'm gonna show you guys La Carreta. La Carreta is a popular restaurant which you'll see on 8th Street. If you go to 37th Avenue and 8th Street, Calle Ocho, you'll see La Carreta, and you also see Versailles, which are probably some of the most popular Cuban places in all of Miami, as far as known, right? So this is La Carreta in Hialeah. We got a salon back there, and you'll see these little windows throughout the whole city, right? This is La Carreta. And you see these little windows here. These are kind of like what we call in Spanish, La Ventanita, which means little window. And you'll get your Cuban coffee here. See that? All right, guys, so we're on 16th Avenue right now, and we're gonna cross, because we're gonna go now to a mall, which is called Westland Mall. And Westland Mall is kind of like your traditional shopping mall, right? There used to be a big old Sears here, but Sears went out of business, so that kind of doomed it. The JCPenney's is still here. But all, you know, the Amazons of the world are taking over, you know. All of our wives want to spend money on Amazon doing nothing. Just get out of the house, woman. Get out of the house. Go shop at a brick and mortar. We don't want to not have things later in the future, ladies. Some men too. I know some of you guys do the same thing. COVID testing site. They have those little pop-up tents over here. I don't know if they're doing that in the States where you guys are at, but essentially over here, the Rona in February 2022 has dissipated. In January and December of last year, it kind of burned through this city. Here's the mall. I wonder if I can go in real quick without spooking on anybody, just to show you guys. Not even to go in, but you know. Oh boy. Look at that. That was an unnecessary honk. She's in her car alone by herself with a mask on. Lovely, lovely. Welcome to the chit show. Oh boy. So, here's Westland Mall. Here's the entrance of Westland Mall. Los Ranchos. Los Ranchos is a place. Let's go see what's going on here. Oh yeah. Here's the mall, guys. I just want to show you guys the mall. See? Regular mall like you would anticipate. So if you're coming to this area, oh look, you have an Outback here. This, I mean, I really don't hang out here anymore. We'll work and build tubes here, but that's a little further away. That's not close enough for me to drive to, not on the scooter. All right, so let's go back down 49th Street. 49th Street, or like 49 means 49th Street, obviously. And let me see the Outback. I know, guys, I know it looks kind of tight, but it's not as bad as it looks. Now, here on 103rd Street, 103rd Street is kind of like the Miami address, and 49th Street is the address that Hialeah uses. So you kind of got to keep that in mind if you come to Hialeah. You'll have a Miami address, and then you have a Hialeah address. So if I wanted to film the ultimate chit show, I would just come over here with a tripod, probably at this intersection over here on 16th, and I'll just wait. All I'll have to do is just wait, guys. You know how I say if you wait in a boat ramp long enough, you'll find a chit show? In Hialeah on 16th and 49th Street, you wait here long enough and you're gonna see a chit show, 100%. Here on 16th and 12th, those two are competing. Now, when you also see protests and people kind of like, I wouldn't say protests, right? I would say people just trying to, let me see, people kind of try to bring awareness to a cause. Usually it's, you know, in the Cuban community, people are kind of protesting, you know, communism, right? So they'll come over here and they'll line up the streets and they'll pass through here, mostly a little bit further ahead, which is where I consider the heart of, when they're too lazy to go to 8th Street. Look at this. Wait a second. Are they? Hold on a second. This is straight up Hialeah. Another Hialeah thing that you'll notice. ¿Ustedes están jugando dominó? ¿Están jugando dominó? No. ¿Están jugando dominó? No. ¿Dónde están los viejos jugando? ¿Dónde? En el mall adentro. Oh. Okay, gracias. All right, so I thought they were playing dominoes, but they say inside the mall, the old folks go in there and play dominoes. All right, just to give the vibe, guys. Now, look. Here's another thing. This is huge right here, right? These guys, this will get back. Jefe, ¿cuánto están los limones? A 5. En un ratico tú vas a estar en la calle. Ok, yo paso aquí un poquitico después. All right, guys. I don't know if my camera caught that, but that guy, he's a street vendor, and he sells fruits in the middle of the street. So he'll line up in between the cars, and he'll sell Excuse me. Thank you. So he'll sell fruits. A friend of mine's, his mom, when we were kids, used to sell flowers. And, you know, she would sell flowers, you know, one, a dozen, and she would make a living doing that. The lady worked hard, man. She worked really, really hard. Here's you have a hospital back here, a smaller hospital. It's called, I think, Larkin, the sign I just saw, but this is kind of like a smaller hospital. It used to be called Hialeah Hospital, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's in there. Now I'm just on the backside of 49th Street, and I'm going to take you guys to the heart of Hialeah. Oh boy, we're hauling ass, guys. Wait for it. All right, we're here in Hialeah, guys. Sometimes I jokingly say Cubalia. Oh boy. See, I know the whole back area is behind here. This used to be a place called Coquis. Coquis was kind of like a Spanish restaurant. I used to come here as a kid, like from high school. Me and my friends used to skip school. We would. I'm sorry, kids, you're listening. Don't skip school. We would come over here, and now it's called Pinchos, but it used to be. Now it's called Coquis. And Coquis was, hold on a second. Coquis was kind of like we would get frao encendido, what was it, bistec empanizado, kind of like a steak, a breaded steak. It's good stuff. All right, let me show you guys the heart of Hialeah, right? So if Hialeah had a pulse, this is where it would be coming up. I'm crazy guy, I'm crazy bro. My scooter's tougher than your little Kia. I'm crazy. All right, this is the heart, guys. So when all the craziness happens and you see like something going on, look, you even see the sign over there that says Patria y Vida. Let me go over here, size this guy up real quick in my scooter, just because he's on a motorcycle, doesn't think he can get some. And then you got a Latin cafe right there. It says El Sabor de Cuba. It means the flavor of Cuba. Look, but if you're all into sushi, you can come to a sushi sake over here. Takeout or delivery, beauty salon, Dunkin' Donuts. Now this whole area, like I said, will get crazy. We used to have there's a Taco Bell. The Taco Bell, at one point, this was the most transited, busiest Taco Bell in the nation right here. I don't know what the hell's going on with it now. Are they fixing it or they're restoring it? And there used to be a music store here called Specs, right here where the Citibank is. So you would go ahead and go to a 24-hour Taco Bell, which was open 24 hours. And everybody would come from the nightclubs, done, broken, and either end up at that Denny's or go to Taco Bell. Depends on how broke you were that weekend. There it is, the Denny's. Wait for it. I know, guys, it looks scary. Over here in Hialeah, you gotta kind of let people know you own the road. Look, recently, actually, at the end of this year, in 2021, I came to a party, and in the Hialeah area in a banquet hall, and we ended up at that Denny's. I hadn't been there for many, many years. I was surprised. I was like, wow, this place is still here. It's crazy. All right, I want to show you guys the Latin America. Kind of, if you guys come to this area, and, you know, just to get a feel, if you want to get a feel for the city, right? Maybe you can pass by here if you like I said, the only thing that's really touristy per se would probably be the racetrack. All right, we're gonna have another window here, which is what we call what? La ventanita. Ventanita means small window. See it here? This is La Ventanita right here. And Latin Cafe. You have multiple ones of those down here in South Florida. All right, so boy, we're gonna have. Let me show you guys just a little bit in this area here. All right. So if you guys are following me, I'm on West 12th Avenue and 47th Street. Okay, West 12th and 47th Street. Look at this. You guys want to restore a boat? I'll get this thing right now. I guarantee you right now. Bro, look, I might even tell the guy, listen, I'll polish this for you. What is it? Guys, Pat Express. It'll take me a while, but it'll do it justice. Let me show you guys some other areas over here. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been this way. I have family and friends that live in this area still. Some people never made it out, guys. They didn't make it out of Hialeah, but I still love them. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. This guy's fishing over here. Look, another street vendor. Look what I was telling you guys. You remember how I told my friend his mom was a street vendor for flowers? That's exactly a street vendor for flowers. Now here's the thing, right? Is it better to do that or is it better to beg on the streets, right? All right, so now we're in the direction heading towards Okeechobee Road, but we're not gonna go to Okeechobee. I don't know what the hell I just ran over, but I ran over something. We're on 42nd Street, guys. But here I want to show you this. I know it looks bad, guys. I know it looks bad. But look, more areas. I'm gonna start showing you a little bit of the residential areas now on the way back to Lucky Dam Park, where we started this video. So far, I think I'm doing pretty good. Oh, dude. Oh, man, that was a turd on the floor. Look, you want to go ahead and throw a party for your family? You come over here to Seduction Ballroom. They come over here, you get seduced. I don't know why the name, guys. I'm just joking around, but it looks nice. They got it nice and clean. Another Sedanos, if you caught the theme so far. We've already passed 3 Sedanos. And this place is super popular. Like, this is very Hialeah. Chico's. Like anybody, you tell them, oh, meet me at Chico's in Hialeah. This is it, guys. So this is probably one of the most popular restaurants here in Hialeah, right? Chico's over here. It's been here many years. They got the little window. Let me go over there. Let me get a little closer too. Let me get a little closer. Get a little closer. Oh no, we got music over here though. This is Hialeah. This is it, guys. This is La Ventanita in Hialeah, in the Chico's. Wait for it. Especially like if you guys are enjoying these riding tours. I'm telling you, I want you guys to capture the reality. A lot of times you guys are like, oh, is Miami safe? And Miami's a melting pot. And there's different cultures and different things. Like, well, you be safe here? Absolutely. You'll be safe if you come over here. Pasa, sin pena. Looks like the car has a problem. Here's the Sedanos. See, a lot of the old folks just come over here and they start lingering and just start talking crap about Fidel. It's a very common thing over here because Fidel Castro ruined a lot of Cuban Americans' lives, right? So even as like my aunt was, you know, a political prisoner, and then when you hear those stories and the things that they did to them, look, State Representative Alex something, I forgot which representative, but he works out of here. So one of our state representatives works out of here. Maybe we'll see it again. But yeah, so like the fact that you hear these stories from your aunts or your uncles and all that crazy stuff, you know, makes you understand, like, you know, hey, listen, I remember my uncle told me he was in solitary confinement for like more than 15 years. And came to America and was an engineer for the Miami Dade Water Department. So think about it, you know, Castro thought he was worthless, and over here he was able to achieve the American dream. And that's kind of like the American story, guys. You know, you work hard and you can have something and become something, you know. It's all on you. Man, what's up with this? The sidewalk end? Oh no, there it goes. Nice American flag over there flying. I'll show you guys some of these houses, right? So these are kind of like single family homes in this area. See how, now remember where we started this video, we saw a lot of apartments. That's what ended up happening, right? You had a lot of these single family homes, people couldn't afford them, then the developer said, hey, listen, we get this little plot of land, we got 15 units, we'll do a quick come up, sell them or rent them out, and we're good. And that's what happened. And they just started doing it, and you know how it is. When I was growing up, the mayor was a gentleman by the name of Raul Martinez. Look at this. That's a Lamborghini in Hialeah, guys. That is rare. That's rare. See if I catch up to him. Oh, it's the mayor. It's the new mayor. I'm just kidding. My goodness, guys, relax. It's a joke. It was a joke. All right, so we're heading now on 34th and 14th Court. I think I'm going to show you guys back here. Where do we have back here? So we're going to head back towards the west side where we were. And then East Hialeah is very different. East Hialeah is almost bordering already, kind of like the Miami airport. So it's very close over there as well. Oh man, I don't have a way out of here. Look at this, it's kind of like these are new buildings too. All right, look, this is kind of like, look, this is Hialeah, What's up, bro? That rooster didn't want none. Let's go and check out the trailer parks. I might not make it back, guys, but if I don't, then, I mean, like, I'm talking about battery-wise, right? We'll see. Oh, look, he's throwing a paloma, a pigeon. Jefe, ¿qué es lo que está haciendo con la paloma?
¿Cómo?
¿La vas a soltar?
Yo ahí.
¿La vas a soltar?
Sí.
¿Tiene un mensaje? No. ¿Es pasajera?
¿Tú me estás grabando?
Sí, estoy grabando todo eso para hablar de Hialeah.
Sí, pero la paloma, esto no es mensajera, son palomas buchonas.
¿Qué quiere decir buchona?
Buchona es que va, sale a buscar otra paloma y la trae para mí.
Ah, okay. Mira. Okay, so he says that one, look, he's trying to attract them. This is cool, guys. He's trying to attract, he's using that pigeon to attract another one. Look at that. That's freaking wild, dude. This is straight up Hialeah. Look, he just let her go. Look how they come straight to her. Look how they come straight to her. Qué increíble, brody. That is so wild. That is so wild. Pigeon racing and stuff like that is a thing, guys. Some people will go ahead, since the pigeons come back to where they will consider home, they'll take them with them, they'll leave a message on their leg, and they'll fly back. And that's why they call them passenger pigeons. Let's go check out what's going on in here. This is kind of like what would be the trailer parks. It's pretty wild, huh? This is the Miami that you'll never see, guys, because that's not that, I mean, listen, everybody doesn't have the same wealth as others, right? But it's nice to know how people and places are, right? When you see things for yourself, you can make a realistic assessment of how you see things. It's pretty cool for me. I mean, I don't even hang out in these areas, but you know, along the way, I thought it was interesting seeing some guy on the roof with a pigeon in his hand, and you know, kind of have to ask questions, right? Like the Amazon truck. All right, so we're gonna get now towards Okeechobee Road. Okeechobee Road runs east and west. Well, it's actually parallel. So let me see if I can show. I hope my camera is getting all this footage good, guys. It's hard to know how good I'm positioned in my, like the screen on my camera, but I hope I'm getting it. So all right, so we're on 16th Avenue and 29th Street, okay, and Okeechobee Road. This is Okeechobee Road. You see the traffic here, this place. Now, if I cross that street, it's a small town called Medley. Medley, Florida is home. Obviously, it's on the other side of the expressway, so it's more industrial. Is home to where CV Boats builds their boats. Okay, so CV Boats is in Medley, Florida, and they have a huge facility, and a lot of their workforce will come from these areas that we're driving through. See here, you have now like some industrial areas. Now this is a major street. Now on the opposite end, if we go far enough the opposite way, not the way we're driving, we would eventually hit the Miami International Airport. Go over here, show you guys a little bit, kind of like, look, laminate floors. There you go. Now we're gonna get back to the overpass. Hey, I want you guys to comment below. I want to do a lot more of these videos. These are the videos that won't get a lot of views on my channel, but I think they're so cool and so interesting. I really enjoy showing you guys all this. All right, we're going to go dual mode real quick. So that means we're going to go a little faster. We're going to make a left up here. We got a Target up here right off of the expressway. Look at this guy breaking the law. Oh, there's a lady breaking the law. I'm going to make a left. All right, behind me was the Targets. You got the Advanced Auto Parts. Look, a lot of young men and women in the armed services come from Hialeah. I know so because many of my friends have served in our wars. Many. So I want to thank you guys for your service. That's why I always finish my videos with a flag, because I know the sacrifice. And my father was in the Army as well. All right, we're heading back in the direction from Okeechobee Road back to, look, a postal office, U.S. Post Office over here. We're heading back in the direction to 49th Street. This is kind of like a discount mall. There used to be a China buffet back up here somewhere. Let's see. It's pretty spread out. Is it still here? No, it's not. Well, it used to be up here somewhere. Is it there? Oh, it's the Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, the Chuck E. Cheese is still here. Wow. Chuck E. Cheese is still around. Wow. Never thought that would stay around. I mean, there was a YouTuber that did some nasty video on YouTube about Chuck E. Cheese. I'm surprised it survived. Like, I had like a 50 million view video. All right. We're still, guys, we're going through the back roads right now. We're going through the back end, kind of like hugging the Palmetto expressway. But I want to show you guys that, you know, maybe possibly want to move over here to Hialeah. See, everybody kind of moves into all the other areas. They realize everything is expensive, and then they move to places like Hialeah or other places. Here's a gym, LA Fitness, right? All right, let's go back. I hope it's, I'm sorry it's a little bumpy, guys, but I have to get some of these bumps every now and then. All right, let's hug this. I don't want to jump everything either. All right, so now when you're coming, more than likely from wherever you're coming, you get off on 103rd, okay? One of the reasons I'm kind of doing this circle is because you're gonna probably do this circle right here when you get off on the expressway. And I want you guys to see, because if I were to do like a documentary and I did it like with a camera and do everything real right, I'll I'll focus in on 103rd Street so everybody else knows that I'm in Hialeah, like the people from this area. I was gonna say something really, really funny right now, guys, but regrettably, you know, sometimes you can't say, why is this closed? This was never closed. Oh, wow. All right, so more apartment buildings over here. Yeah, what I was gonna say is really funny, but YouTube is kind of strict, guys, and I don't want my video to be demonetized. It wasn't gonna be anything with bad words, just the context of how I was gonna say it was gonna. I know. Listen, whenever you see me personally, you remind me where I was, and then I'll tell you why. All right. All right. We're gonna go right back to. There's a Catholic church right here to our right. If you're following me on Google Maps, we're on 18th Court and 44th Place, heading right now back to 49th Street or 103rd. It's the same. 49th Street and 103rd is the same. 49th Street Hialeah address. And we're in the backdrop, you see the Macy's, which is the mall that we were just in. Now, smash that like for that Apollo Go scooter, guys. So far, we've made it. So, I mean, I don't know how much battery we have, to be honest with you. But if I have to walk some, I'll walk it. I'm not scared to walk. Now, I don't think that's gonna be the case, but hold on. I'm ducking. Oh yeah, boom. All right, back to 49th Street. Very, very, very busy over here. Now, before they didn't have this, you see that basically ramp that goes onto the expressway? Before that ramp, you would have to go straight under the overpass and make a left, and the traffic was a shit show. It was a shit show, guys, on roids. It was a shit show on roids. Look at this guy. What is this guy doing? I'm telling you guys, you got to wear a helmet if you come over here on a bike or something. Here there's a Holiday Inn, or what is this still a Holiday Inn? I don't know what it is right now. All right, so this is kind of like, this is where you would kind of come off of. All right, what does it say here? City of Hialeah, Don Quixote Plaza. Carlos Hernandez was the mayor when this was erected. There you go. Look, as soon as you come off, it's right here. The politics in Hialeah is a doozy too. Problem is that everybody doesn't know who knows everybody, you know? It's a lot of politics. Those of you guys that are old school Hialeah, that Holiday Inn used to have a place called Rick's Bar. Look at the street vendor. She's another one over here. Oh, look, there's another one here. Selling limes and oranges. Oh yeah, that used to be Rick's Bar. There used to be a popular nightclub in there. And here is a gas station that has another ventanita. Let me show you guys. And hold on a second. Yeah, we're getting a little low on battery. There's the ventanita, guys. Right there. Gracias, caballero. Thank you. Now back here, Hialeah was always known as an industrial area that built things. And then they did that whole, I forgot what it was. I think it was during Clinton, where they basically exported all our jobs to China. And the companies started leaving. They started building stuff everywhere else other than here. In this area back here, all these areas back here in Hialeah, right here, just off was kind of, I mean, they still build some stuff here, guys, but not like before. I remember friends, their moms were, sewing in sewing factories, and there's a lot of factories here. There's even songs about how people had to leave Cuba to come to work in a factory in Hialeah. All right, so we crossed again. We just crossed, and now we're heading back towards Bucky Dent Park, but we're on 68th Street now. Sorry, 49th Street now. As opposed to 60th where we were. So we're crossing over, we're good, and we have a liquor store right here. Yeah, when you were 21, you would come over here, we would go get our liquor, and before you go into the nightclub, you would drink your liquor before the nightclub because you were that broke. Just the truth, guys. Just the truth. That's just the way it was over here. There used to be also over here coming up ahead. There used to be a place called. Let that car pass. There used to be a place over here called Thunder Wheels, which was a skating rink. I like a nice skating rink, guys. A regular skating rink. And there was one called Hot Wheels that always stood around. And I'll tell you right now, if I run out of battery, I don't know. It says my thing disconnected, but I don't know if we ran out of battery on the camera or whatnot, but here it is. Here was where Thunder Wheels used to be. How wild is that, huh? Thunder Wheels was right here. I'd get a lot of good times here as well. All this back area that's now an auto parts store. Let me take off my helmet real quick, make sure we still have battery. Check up on you guys, make sure we're good. We're not far from when we started, so I'm pretty happy with the stream. Yeah, we still have enough battery, guys, and we're still streaming. I don't need to see anything else on my end, so take that one moment to pause and I guess drop the turd right now so nobody feels uncomfortable when it wets your booty. Bloop, 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 bloop. Wait for it. All right, let's go to the back ways. And basically, we just did a whole full circle, guys, of Hialeah. Hialeah! Look at this guy. He doesn't see me, but I see him. Now we're on 24th Avenue and 82nd Avenue, and we're going to go down to the school that I said was my school. Back to Hialeah we go. When I was a kid, there was a gang problem. I mean, not so much when I was growing up, but just a little bit. Yeah, the kids that were a little older than me, they kind of strayed a little bit in this area. So they kind of made the mistakes, and they had gang units. They still do. They still have them, but it was nowhere like it was back in the days. Back in the days, I remember there was a guy in gang unit. His name was Bill O'Connell. I saw this guy, police officer, get a gangster, and he was wanted. He was already wanted for a while. And the kid just ran from him. And this guy got like those old school walkie-talkies. I'm not talking about those walkie-talkies nowadays. I'm telling you, he got an old school walkie-talkie while he's chasing him. The kid was faster, and he just threw the walkie-talkie right in the middle of his back, and that kid just dropped. And I was playing football because he was running from behind this area back here. And man, that kid just dropped, and he just got him, and he took him. He got him in trouble. And that same guy, the bigger kids that were more kind of like adults already, like in their early 20s, he would challenge him to fight. And he says, listen, if you beat my ass, you'll get arrested. You won't get arrested. But if I beat your ass, and for what you've done, you're going to have to stop being a gangster. And he changed a lot of people's lives. So, same thing. I mean, I remember them having a situation here one time too, with, you know, the gang problem in this area. And we're back to the McDonald's. The scooter has made it, my friends. How cool is that, huh? But yeah, that's I guess that's a little history tour, history lesson of Hialeah. Now, guys, it's a pretty big area, so if I wanted to go further and I had more battery, I would. But since we're just not going to have enough battery to make it everywhere, we're going to end this video shortly. But I do want to give you guys, like I said, an understanding of the area, so you guys can see what Hialeah is like. Like I said, guys, if you really want to get into Hialeah and you want to feel the Cuban culture, it doesn't get more Cuban than this, right? Don't go to Cuba before you go to Hialeah. If you want to go to Hialeah, you go to Cuba. Gotta be careful coming out. Yeah, we're good. You guys want to take a rapid test? You want to take a COVID test real quick? And I'm still waiting for my free COVID test. Right? I bet you are too. And back to Bucky Dent, guys. We used to play hockey in here too. We used to play regular hockey without ice in here. We had the best team members from the city of Parks and Recreation in Hialeah. Hello. A lot of cool members in this park. And if you want to come in the summers over here, there's, like I said, they have that water park here. You guys can come check out the water parks. And they look like they're doing some construction over here. Oh, they're changing stuff. Oh, look at this. They're putting all these shades, sunshades. Nice. Wow, look how they're doing them. Cool. All right, guys. Well, listen, I want you to comment below what you think about Hialeah. And let me show you where Jose Canseco hit that ball to. I'll end the video there. Jose Canseco hit that ball, a softball. Look at this, guys. He hit it to around over this thing here. Because I remember I got it. Here's the catch, though. I got the ball. It was around here somewhere, right? So I found the ball in these bushes. Remember, I'm like 12, 13 right here. So I run back, I get the ball. I wait the whole game while he's in there playing the game. And I was like, yes, I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and get an autograph softball from Jose Canseco. And he got in his Pathfinder and he left running. He's like, I'm getting out of Hialeah now. And to this day, I got the ball he never signed. So Jose, if you see this video, you can make your wrong a right. And you can let this little 10-year-old boy enjoy the moment he never had. I just took off my helmet, guys. Oh my goodness, hold on. Let me say bye to you guys. Hey, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed that tour. Alfred, Montaner, making a scene as always. Do we have a Cuban flag here? Not a Cuban flag. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in Hialeah. I was like, well, I gotta make sure I'm in the right country. Do we have an American flag here? I don't know. We don't. But you know what? Wait for it. Alfred, Montaner, making a scene as always. I'm out of here.